There is one feature that is specific to Empire at War, Thrawn's Revenge and Fall of the Republic. It's a difficulty that goes beyond your standard easy, medium and hard. This additional difficulty is called Cruel AI. Now many of you who have played Galactic Conquest and Empire at War will most likely already know about this. Perhaps even some of you actually use this feature yourself. But before we dive more into Cruel AI, we need to discuss the differences between easy, medium and hard difficulties itself. I spoke with Thrawn's Revenge creator Corey Loses about this topic in great detail, and without his help this video would not be possible. So please support him by visiting his channel and hitting that subscribe button. He does incredible let's plays of his own and other Empire at War mods, and is the first to give you updates on Thrawn's Revenge and Fall of the Republic content as they come. During our discussions, he mentions that there is more than simply modifiers between difficulties. For example, the AI is only allowed to make a specific amount of attacks between the player's victories. So on easy, the AI will let you score more victories before attempting to make a counterattack on you. As the difficulty increases, those spaces between counterattacks decreases, meaning that you're facing the AI on their terms more often. But for those who are here for the actual modifiers per difficulty, here they are pre-Cruel AI. Easy setting defaults see the AI getting less income at a 0.6 multiplier, meaning that unless the player is at an incredible disadvantage, they will frequently out-earn the AI, and as for building times, they are at 1.5 times the average. So for example, something that would normally take 100 seconds to build will take the AI 150. Normal default isn't the same as you, the player, however, as they attain an incredibly minor amount of credits at a 1.1 times multiplier and a 0.9 times build time. Another example, 100-second build time for you would take them 90 seconds instead. So the jump between easy and normal is really noticeable here. Hard AI, on the other hand, has a smaller jump, with its 1.3 times credit multiplier and a 0.8 build time. So not as much, yes, but these values definitely make the difference. And if you think these are rough, keep watching as these get way tougher when Cruel AI modifiers are applied. Before jumping into Cruel AI numbers, there is also a massive aspect to the difficulties: faction personalities. According to Corey Loses, each faction behaves differently. Imperial Warlord factions like Zinj Empire and Iriadu Authority have a more straightforward approach and focus on other Imperial Warlords, attempting to eliminate either faction. Pentastar Alignment and Empire of the Hand, on the other hand, follow an isolationist system, where the AI spends the first couple of eras building their own territory, capturing nearby uncontested planets and avoiding attacking as much as possible. This makes them incredibly dangerous when left unchecked and they begin making counterattacks. Couple this with harder difficulties, you could see these factions attacking you at your weakest, right after taking down a more early aggressive faction. Another aspect of difficulty I want to jump into is the magic spawns and cash drops that some mods utilize. As you'd guess, these function exactly as you'd expect them to, in which the enemy player gets a cash injection or a small fleet to use at their disposal immediately. This setting can be considered a bit overwhelming though, especially when there is no counterplay for it. You get attacked by a fleet that you were unable to scout for and thus didn't have a proper defense for it. Mods like Thrawn's Revenge and Fall of the Republic don't utilize settings like these, nor change the enemy player's health or shield points for any enemy specific ships. But this setting alone can definitely bump up the difficulty. But with these extra difficulty features out of the way, let's jump into what you've all been waiting for, the Cruel AI modifiers. So using the original modifiers as a comparison, here are the Cruel AIs. First thing to note is that the easy Cruel AI is actually tougher than the hard default setting. Corey said this decision was for the net effect of having 6 difficulty settings instead of 3. Easy Cruel AI comes in at a 1.5 times credit multiplier, just a little bit more than the hard default's 1.3 times, and has a 0.8 times build time, almost halving the enemy's build times than its easy default counterpart. Normal Cruel AI coming in with the first showings of a 2 times credit multiplier and a 0.6 build time. And finally, the hardest difficulty of them all, the hard Cruel AI multiplier coming in with a staggering 4 times credit multiplier and half the build time on anything compared to you, the human player, and the biggest jump in difficulty across all 6 settings. Hopefully these numbers give you a better look at just how difficult Cruel AI setting really is, and how tough the AI makes it to capture new planets and successfully secure them. So before we wrap up, my question of the day to all of you is, what is the hardest difficulty you can stand up to in Thrawn's Revenge and Fall of the Republic? And would you want an even tougher difficulty beyond hard Cruel AI? Let me know your answers in the comments below. We read all of them, and of course, if you enjoy more scripted pieces like these ones, definitely leave a like below, as that really helps us know what you guys want to see more of in the future. Also, don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell for more Star Wars and Empire at War content. I have been Charlie of X2, and I will see you in the next video.